Alright, for this video, I don't know, welcome back, but I am not gonna try to edit too much on this video. I'm really just gonna keep it straight and keep it like 100 with y'all, right? But sorry if I have like mad allergies right now, so it might make me a little emotional when I'm talking about this. I don't know if y'all have heard about what's going on recently about this lady called Adriana Smith. Adriana Smith is a 30-something-year-old woman who is currently being kept on life support after she went brain dead a few weeks ago. The reason why she's being kept alive is because she's pregnant, and based on the state she's in, which is Georgia, they have a law which states that it's a heartbeat law, and it states that if a child has a heartbeat, or if they hear a heartbeat in a mom, and the mom is like dead, they have to keep the child alive. And it also goes into like the whole like abortion law, and like they don't want the whole abortion law, whatever it is. This is one of the saddest cases I've heard, like ever, like really is. First of all, this is inhumane, right? This is very much inhumane. You're over here keeping a woman's dead corpse, a woman's dead body alive because you want to keep the baby alive. You want to keep the baby alive. First of all, this is not true. Okay. This is an experimentation run wild. This is people trying to play God. These are scientists. These aren't even scientists, if I'm being honest with you. In the words of a very famous musician, an African Nigerian musician, Fela Ransom Kuti, Anikulapo Kuti, these are animals in suits and ties. These are animals in doctor's attire. These are animals in lab coats, giving humans human rights, or taking away humans' rights. These are animals who are not in charge, who are not human at all, but instead playing God and playing with somebody else's life. The woman is brain dead. Now, to get y'all to understand in a different way, right? Brain dead is not like, oh, she's brain dead, but her, like she's still able to move or something. Just like the brain just needs time to come back to life. No, she's dead. If YouTube tries to censor this is the problem. She's dead. And y'all are keeping her alive. Y'all are keeping her alive because you want to keep the baby alive. This is an experimentation, because what I really want to know is, like, do they not see how this is like insane? Right? Y'all are keeping a baby alive for what? For what reason? What are you going to explain to the baby when the baby comes to life, if that happens? And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Sue me. I don't care. I'm hoping the baby does not survive this, because this will set a bad precedence for something else, which is, oh, okay, since the baby is healthy, we can keep doing this again. We can keep doing this. And so it's like, no, anybody that wants to have a baby, and if they don't want to have a baby, they're going to be forced to have a baby. This is why a lot of people, especially like a lot of black women, hate hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Because this will not happen to a white woman. And if it does, the system, you have to fight the system against women. But what I'm saying is, the woman, this is what happens when a black woman is pregnant. They don't care about what a black woman is going through. Days before she went brain dead, she had already complained to the hospital saying, yo, like, I'm having symptoms, I'm having headaches, I'm having this, can you check this out? They ignored her. They didn't care. I'm not trying to make this into a race issue, but it has to be said as well. This is a race issue. This is a race issue. You are keeping the woman alive for what reason? For what reason? She already explained to you that she had problems beforehand. Y'all didn't say anything. And then as soon as she goes brain dead, that's when y'all want to do something, actually keep her alive. So keep the baby alive. She's already dead. Y'all are pumping in a lot of chemicals into her body, trying to keep her alive. For what? Not trying to keep her alive, but trying to give her nutrients so the baby can still stay alive. Do you know how fucked up that is? Mind you, this is a red state, right? A conservative state where they believe more. At least they say conservatives believe more in the indoctrination of Christianity. You know, they believe in Christianity. Who in the right mind in the Bible will ever accept this? Right? Who in God's green earth will accept this? In the Bible, this is literally a sin. It's a sin. You're literally playing God. You're trying to keep the woman, you're trying to give birth to a child from a dead corpse, from a corpse. You're trying to keep a child alive. Are you serious? Are you serious? Mind you, they're making the parents pay. They're making the parents pay for their own experimentation. Y'all are making the parents pay to keep their own child, to keep your child alive. No, to keep their grandchild alive. Because y'all don't want to experiment on this lady. And I don't like the whole notion of people saying, I know they're making the parents pay. They gotta be the ones to foot the bill. No! This should not even be anything that should be happening in the first place. That shouldn't have to foot the bill, because this shouldn't even happen at all. At all. Because imagine, like, really, please explain to some men that might think that this is right, or some women that might think this is right. Imagine your family member having to go through this. Y'all will change your mind instantly. Because this sets a bad precedence, because let's say a man rapes a woman, does something bad to a woman, and he's forcing her to have a child. This was already a problem before with the whole abortion law, because if somebody was to get raped and they don't want to keep the child, are you telling me you're going to force them to keep the child? Because of a stupid law that takes away a human's right to bear a child? If they don't want to bear a child, why are you forcing them to bear a child? This sets a bad precedent, because if somebody wants to rape a woman, and let's say that, the woman does not want to keep the child anymore. The woman says she does not want to keep the child because she got raped. Like, this is not a child she wants to bring into this world, because definitely she would hate the child. It's inevitable. She's going to hate this child. She's not want to bring this child into this world. And the guy decides to put something in her drink, makes her like brain dead, or like completely shuts her off. You're telling me that the guy can still get what he wants because he kept her alive. Because of this stupid ass law, and because of this stupid experimentation y'all are having. So which means that anybody can go out there, grape a woman because they want a child so bad, grape a woman, and then do something that's brain dead inducing, or makes her brain dead. And then he basically gets what he wants. He gets his cake. He has his cake and eat it as well. That's basically what is going to happen if this experimentation is successful. And I don't want it to be successful, because this is insane. This is insanity. I've been looking at it the entire time, and I'm like, hold on, like, no, something got to be done. Nothing is being done. These are evil people playing God for what reason? For the fun of it. What experimentation? What sense does it make? Mind you, you're pumping this woman with multiple chemicals, multiple drugs to keep the fetus alive. What makes you think the fetus is going to come out healthy? What makes you think the fetus is going to come out in a stable condition? No, please tell me. Tell me, what sense do you think you're making in keeping this child alive? The child is going to come out looking like not even like a child anymore, because you're experimenting. Where have we gone in society? Where have we gone in society? Mind you, I had this conversation with my girl too, and I told her, like, I want kids and whatever. I want kids, you know what I'm saying? And she told me, like, nah, because the hospitals don't even care about black women. They don't care about black women at all. If they complain about something, she does not want to have a child in this world, because it's very dangerous for a black woman. And I kind of like had a rebuttal. I was like, nah, I hope, like, by that time, I hope that everything gets fixed. But honestly, I'm changing my mind. This is the most scariest shit I've ever seen in my life. Because imagine my girl had, God forbid, I didn't want to imagine that. I don't even think I'll be able to sit still. I don't even think I'll be able to sit still. Because in all honesty, that place, that hospital will be leveled by now. Because this is the most sinful thing I've ever seen in my 22 years of living. One of the top sinful things I've ever seen. Like, I really just want to go back and actually like give my girl a hug and like really just tell her like, nah, this is like, I understand how you feel. Because from a man's perspective, I'll think that, oh, like, it's not anything crazy. Like, I doubt, like, I really like, okay, I feel like they will change, like this might get changed. But no, it's been like that for years. And I really don't want that to happen. And then they complain when people don't want to have children. You see what happens? The lady was pregnant. She died. And y'all are still keeping a baby? And you expect people to be like, oh yeah, we still gonna have kids. No, it's impossible to have people to think that people are gonna have kids based on this stupid ass situation. Mind you, they said that the law in place is not what the Emory hospital is doing. It's not what they're doing. They twisted the law and twisted that shit so it abides by what they want, which is to have an experimentation and see if they can produce an actual normal baby in this situation. Because by that logic, because of the abortion laws, they can be like, oh, okay, we're still going to force you to have a baby, because if a woman can have a baby while she's dead, you can have a baby. That's what they're saying. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. This is a very fucked up situation. I didn't even want to put anything. This is just me talking. And I really just like would let you know, like, please protect black women, black men out there. Please protect your black woman, bro. This is how the system would literally treat black women. I'm not trying to take away from the fact that, some other women will face this, but a majority of women that face this are black women, because they see that black women are like this strong figure that, oh, even if you complain about, you having a headache, take some Tylenol, you're going to be fine. No, if you can, like, no, it's wrong. Okay. I know there's some women out there that also face this, not just only black women, but majority of the time is black women that have to face discrimination in the hospitals and everywhere else. Black men, please protect the black woman. You know what I'm saying? Protect your moms, protect your sisters, everybody. Same with black women. Everybody just protect each other, because this is becoming a fucked up society. Everywhere, like, this is very, very fucked. I don't know what to say.